Why are you doing this, man?
For the doors to be open.
Yeah, but you
opportunities, yeah, man.
He's under the impression that the only reason the diversity showcase even exists is because they have to create something so that they don't get sued by or get accused of some type of discrimination. So he's like, let's create a space for the spicks and gooks, you know?
Yeah, so they
Chris, stop saying that.
Yeah, stop, Chris. Jesus Christ.
That's
We're not
clearly
in
a
Chicago.
female
We're not in
voice.
Chicago.
There's a video camera here that's gonna.
I know. But we have it's green screen.
Yeah.
Lucas
Green
yeah. All right, so
But I would argue that when you first moved out here, there wasn't as much competition. Would that be true?
oh my God, we're gonna get in an argument. Yeah, there was as many.
As many what?
I mean, when you would go to an Asian audition, you would see Randall, Ken Jeong, you would see all of them. You know, guys that you know, Brian T, Song Kang, all these guys, and there would be one part. In fact, I auditioned for King Kong.
Wait, what's the role?
What role?
If you watch
The
King
gorilla?
Kong, no,
Wow.
No.
Yes.
Jack Black's character?
no, I auditioned for. There was one Chinese guy in King Kong that doesn't have a line, but if you see him being chased by King Kong in the Winter Jungle, he's there, right?
You had a
No line, right? You know who auditioned for that?
who?
Every Asian actor
In town.
Crazy.
I mean, guys that you know that are on regular, you know, like Randall, people like that. We all auditioned for it, and there was no line, and it was embarrassing because they had you run in a circle in a room, and then they would go.
Wait, that was the actual audition?
yeah, because there's no line. How the fuck are you gonna do it?
Oh God.
And then they sent the tape to Peter Jackson.
What was your running style?
Yeah. What was
High
your?
knees? Just high knees?
Yeah,
Heisman?
a high needed, and then and then
Yeah,
they
Heisman.
I'm not kidding you. They said, "Can you scream more ethnically?"
Yeah.
So this is what I did.
Come
I
on.
went because originally I went right. This is what I did. I went yeah, and then that was great.
Bobby, stop kicking, please.
That was great. But yeah, so when I started, we had as many, but not as many roles, right?
Oh,
So
I
I
see.
think it's easier now. But what Papa did, which is me, right? I survived. You know what I mean? I fought my way to the top, and not top, but I fought my way in, and I have great agencies now. I have a good manager. I do different jobs here and there. But my point is that I didn't have a diversity showcase. So I'm asking you, Gilbert, to get out of that.
Oh, I'm.
I'm being
Don't take
real.
opportunities.
It's not an opportunity.
But you got to this habit because you're very talented and funny.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, you so is he.
Yeah.
No, we don't know yet.
Yeah, you do.
You're right. There's no work ethic involved in his success.
Right.
It's all like talent.
No,
You know how funny you are.
it's not that. This is it. This fucking guy, I didn't like him when I first met him. And
You
when
didn't, yeah.
I didn't like him really until I saw him. He opened for me because he had never done stand up, and I said, "Would you do a show?" You know, and he goes, yeah, "I'll do it."
No, it's you do this show or I will fire you.
That's right. That's what I said. My bad. I said, "If you don't do the show, I'll fire you."
Yeah.
He went up in front of a big room, first time up, and destroyed.
Wow.
And I looked at him and I went, "Wow, this kid is talented." So my point is that fine, do whatever you want to do, do the diversity showcase, but I'm not on board.
I know. I got it.
Okay, I think that it's bad for business.
For-
I think that networks and casting directors and agents should go out and seek talent, ethnic talent, and I think that Hollywood, like NBC and all these networks, should have programs that are actually gonna book people into shit. You know what I mean? Instead of saying, because I was a part of this thing called CAPE for years.
What's that?
It's an organization led by a fantastic lady named Wenda Fong. She's an executive at Fox, and she's Asian, obviously. And she had this program called CAPE. And so we would go to these meetings, everyone in Hollywood, and would discuss problems with, and nothing would get done. It was just, I realized it was just so that we could feel like we're doing something. But it's like, it's got to change from the top, dude. But anyway, do whatever you want to do. I'm sorry. Was that long-winded? I apologize.
No, that's good.
Let me say something, and I'm going to probably regret this, but I sometimes think like a funny white guy is a dime a dozen. Like there are fucking thousands of funny white guys in this town and, in show business.
Right.
And so sometimes I wish that I had a diversity. No, I don't.
No,
I'm
no,
kidding.
no,
I'm glad I'm
no,
white.
No, that's a great no.
Yes, but if you think,
I love
if you
being
think
white.
about
Great-
the characters written, also there's a dime a dozen. There's a dime a dozen things written for funny white guys. So
Right.
you are still.
Yeah, you look
know,
at the
more in
breakdown,
a-
right? You look at the breakdown. Maybe once a year they do 20. Let's say 20 comedies, movies. Okay, all 20 of them, the leads are going to be white.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, 2 of them will be allotted for. They'll have side guys that have accents or ethnic, right?
Right.
If one of them's black, which is usually is, right, that leaves one movie a year that one minority, right? So it's Mexican, Filipino, whatever it might be, okay?
Right.
And usually that role, there's a lockdown on it.
A name.
So for years, Ken Jeong was that guy. So they take that away,
You're
and
talking
now,
about- okay, yeah, keep
now you
going.
have nothing. Wow. Now you have nothing, and then you have to resort to, and people say to me all the time, "You're really funny. You're so naturally funny. Why aren't you doing more?" I want to,
Yeah.
but this is not. They're not there to do it.
I guess I never realized how privileged I am.
Typical.
But that's
Typical funny white guy.
Yeah.